Absolutely, that's the goal, and that is something that Deepak Kesarkar also had mentioned yesterday at that press briefing, whereby, the Uddhav Thackeray camp, the MLAs in there has to follow the whip, and now, of course, the whip also has been appointed. So, therefore, be it Aaditya Thackeray or be it the other MLAs with the UT camp, they are bound to follow the whip is something that this MLA camp has been saying time and again. Now, of course, all eyes on this press briefing by Deepak Kesarkar. Eknath Shinde at the moment holding a crucial meeting with all the MLAs inside. There is a one-on-one meeting also that's happening is what we are hearing. This is in connection to the portfolios. Of course, that is the next big step as far as this government formation is concerned, which is the division of portfolios. How many will the Sena get? How many will the BJP get? We are hearing that almost about a dozen portfolios will be fetched by, Eknath Shinde camp. So therefore, the discussions with respect to that, in most likelihood, again, we are not entirely certain, most likelihood, several plush portfolios perhaps will be taken by Sena. Some of them, of course, include home, finance, urban development. The division of portfolios will, of course, happen. There will be some of it taken by BJP as well, but a one-on-one meeting in effect to that is happening at the moment in the hotel, following which there will be a press conference that will be headed by Deepak Kesarkar. We are also hearing that Eknath Shinde will most likely move to Mumbai today itself, whereas the other MLAs will leave tomorrow.
Okay, Radhika, stay on with us. Arunil, what happens if the MLAs don't abide by the whip 1? 2, if they do, then would it, officially or technically be necessary for the Shinde camp to stake claim on the Naam and Nishan?
Well, that is not their main agenda, it seems like. Yes, obviously they are targeting the main Shiv Sena party, their symbol as well, but that matter is in court. The apex court has basically deferred the date of hearing. Today also a hearing had taken place. The next date is July 11th. That is when the decision over disqualification of these rebel MLAs will be decided, as well as the claim on the Shiv Sena party will also subsequently decided in that court order only. Now, coming to what is the strategy from the CM Eknath Shinde camp, basically they are saying that in the assembly it was Eknath Shinde who was their group leader. He represented the Shiv Sena party, and when these MLAs, more than 2/3 of them, when they defected, has very speedily, in a very hasty manner, Ajay Chaudhary was appointed as the chief whip of the party. He was appointed as the group leader, particularly from when Uddhav Thackeray was the CM. That was been done to ensure that the powers of Eknath Shinde were curtailed at that time. So yes, now when the powers are there with him, Eknath Shinde himself is the CM. Their agenda is to target Aaditya Thackeray as well as.
Arunil, stay on with us because we have some breaking inputs coming in as well. As far as the special session of the Maharashtra legislature is concerned, it has been called from the 3rd of July. And in fact, on the 3rd of July, the election for the post of speaker will take place. And Arunil was also telling us about the hearing today. The Mahavikas Aghadi, in fact, moved Supreme Court today seeking disqualification of the suspended Shiv Sena MLAs. But the court said that the matter will be decided on the 11th of July. Petitions also have been filed by the Eknath Shinde camp. Let's go back to Arunil. Arunil, what did the petition from the Eknath Shinde camp mention?
Well, the petition from the Eknath Shinde, the petition was filed by Sunil Prabhu, who is from the Uddhav Thackeray camp. It mentioned that 16 MLAs, there is already a matter in court that these 16 MLAs face disqualification from the deputy speaker, who is Mr. Zirwar is still the deputy speaker. The election for the speaker will be held on Sunday. So they face disqualification. Then how these 16 MLAs can vote in the assembly? That was the petition being filed by Sunil Prabhu. He's been made as the chief whip from the Uddhav Thackeray camp. However, the petition has been dismissed. The apex court saying that we already have a hearing on July 11th. That time we will decide about all these things. So this is a big jolt for the Uddhav Thackeray camp, whereas with respect to CM Eknath Shinde camp is concerned, the meeting that took place, it was also about when these MLAs will return to Mumbai, how adequate security measures will be provided to them. We saw in how full-fledged Z+ security Eknath Shinde reached the city of Mumbai, and from there to the Sagar residence of Devendra Fadnavis, and then later to Raj Bhavan as well. So all kinds of meticulous planning has been done, and pressure is also been mounted on these 16 MLAs from the Uddhav Thackeray camp.
Right, absolutely. Meanwhile, we are also playing out visuals of how Sanjay Raut's tone has changed when it came to ED summons. Mr. Raut was heard saying that it's a neutral agency and I'm appearing before them as a responsible citizen. Stay on with us, Arunil and Radhika.